What is up, y'all? What is up? I'm back. This is going to be a part 3 of my fall layering videos with all of the more recent and returning Bath & Body Works fall fine fragrance mists. If you are interested in layering combos, candle hauls, hygiene hauls, just random things, as well as fashion hauls and just a lot of fun content that I have planned coming up, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me, and if you are a returning OG subscriber, thank you guys so much for continuing to watch, continuing to ride with me, and please stay tuned because I have some very exciting things planned for my subscribers. So yeah, without further ado, you guys, let's get into it. Before I do a layering video, I don't always mention this, but I do just want to make a quick little disclaimer. So of course, these are all combos that I have used, that I've loved, that I have found I've gotten a bunch of compliments on. And I've used a different variation of combos, of course, but these are the ones that I just feel like have worked kind of the best for me. And if you do try them, of course, while I hope you love them, you come back and let me know that you guys tried them and you love them, which you guys are really good about doing that. So I appreciate you for doing that. But of course, not everything's going to work for everybody. So I hope that you guys find at least 1 or 2 things that work for you with stuff that you already have in your collection. Or this might possibly inspire you to go and pick up a new fragrance. But either way, you guys, I just hope that there is something in here for everybody. And this video is mainly for my Gourmand lovers, because that is probably the type of scents that I wear 90% of the time. Some sort of Gourmand mixed with a fruit, mixed with a floral, something like that. But most of my scents, you guys, are going to be some form of a sweet or woody type of scent. So that is what I kind of tried to focus on with these layering combos, since we are kind of transitioning into fall. Some stuff that's not super heavy, but still kind of puts you in that fall mindset where you want some of your fragrances to be a little bit sweeter, a little bit warmer, a little bit more woody, and things like that. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, then please continue to watch, y'all. So I'm super excited to actually let you guys know I really challenged myself with these. I wanted to do only affordable options. So whether that be a fine fragrance mist with a fine fragrance mist, or a fine fragrance mist with a cheap perfume, which 90% of these combos are just cheap perfumes. These are all available right now. You can find all of these items either in Bath & Body Works or in your local discount store, Fragrance Net, anything like that, you guys. These are all available and very affordable. So that is what I challenged myself to do with these combos. So while there are a lot of great high-end niche perfumes that I could pair with these as well, I really wanted to focus on affordable options that you guys can currently find in stores right now. So without further ado, I know I talked a whole lot, but let's get into it, guys. So I'm actually going to start with a mini. This is not one that came in a full size set or anything. This is literally just one of the minis that is out at Bath & Body Works right now. This is the white coconut and caramel. The notes in the white coconut caramel are coconut, hazelnut, and caramel. And a lot of people have said this is a repackage of coconut cream pie. I don't 100% feel that it's a repackage of coconut cream pie, but I do feel like this is very close to coconut cream pie. Like if you were to mix Christmas cookies and coconut cream pie together, I feel like you would kind of get this vibe, because I definitely smell the nutty hazelnut. I'm smelling the caramel and of course the coconut. So I really wanted this to be still a Gourmand, you know, combo. I wanted this to be a little bit richer because I did feel like this was a little light, and I just felt like this would go great with another rich, delicious smelling perfume in my collection, and that is Aquilina's Pink Sugar Red Velvet. The notes in Aquilina's Red Velvet Pink Sugar are strawberry and bergamot for the top notes, middle notes of sweet notes, violet, orange blossom, and lily, and base notes of whipped cream, vanilla, and ambretolide, which is basically another form of amber. So yes, these two together, you are literally going to smell like a coconut red velvet cake. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had red velvet cake that has like the coconut flakes that are like mixed in and like garnished on top of that cream cheese icing, but that is literally the vibe that I get from that combo. It's very rich. You can get that very sweet caramelly DNA from like the original Pink Sugar, But the red velvet version is just a little bit richer. It's a little bit more cakey. So when you mix it with the white coconut caramel, you are literally going to get a coconut caramel red velvet cake, and it just smells so freaking bomb. This perfume by itself, I mean, even the original Pink Sugar obviously, but this perfume by itself gets a lot of compliments, especially, but layered with that, it just takes it to a whole new dimension, girl. So that is Pink Sugar Red Velvet mixed with white coconut caramel. Also, you guys, something else to note, these are perfumes and fine fragrance mists that I do plan on using over the next few weeks. And just combos that I do plan on using, because either these perfumes I just have not put a huge dent in and I just need to use them more, or there are a couple in here that are just new to my collection that I really love and I just want to wear a lot over the next few weeks. So one of those is actually in this next combo. So the next combo is going to be the Happy Birthday Frosted Vanilla. I don't particularly think that this is a brand new scent or anything. Like, I have seen this in the little mini section at Bath & Body Works quite a bit, but I don't feel like it's really been getting a lot of attention until recently. So the notes in this, Bath & Body Works website actually doesn't have like notes listed for this, but it basically says it smells like sweet creamy birthday cake icing, and that is 100% true. I have hauled this before, and I think in my minis haul or something, I will link that up top. But yeah, I mean, it literally just smells like a fluffy confectioner's sugar whipped buttercream type of icing. The perfume that I decided to pair this with is Choco Musk by Al Rehab. So you can actually pick this up on Amazon. There is a roller ball option as well, but I just prefer these. I don't really like roller balls because I feel like when I'm layering, I'm already applying stuff. So I might already have a lotion on when I put my oil on top of it. And I feel like the scent from the lotion kind of goes into my roller ball. So if I can avoid it, I just don't particularly like roller balls. But this you can actually get on Amazon right now, you guys. So this literally is a chocolate bomb, okay? The notes in Choco Musk are literally, there's no top notes, there's no middle notes, there's no base notes. And I love when perfumes are like that, because while I can appreciate kind of a dynamic perfume that changes, for the most part, y'all, I like for my perfumes to be smelling the same from the time that I spray it to the time of the dry down, because it's just like, you aren't going to have any surprises. You aren't going to, you know, when you're doing layering and stuff, you know exactly what you're mixing. Like, I don't know, it just makes my life easier. So I can always appreciate perfumes like this. But the notes in this are vanilla, milk chocolate, white musk, cinnamon, spicy notes, sandalwood, amber, myrrh, and rose. This perfume to me is literally a chocolate bomb. I smell a tiny little twinge of cinnamon in here, but I mean, to someone who's not already like sensitive to smells, you probably would not be able to smell the cinnamon. But y'all, this literally just smells like a decadent chocolate cake. And mixed with this, you literally get like a chocolate cake with chocolate buttercream icing. Like, literally, like, this puts me in the same mindset of like hot cocoa and cream lotion from Bath & Body Works. Like, it puts me in the same mindset of that, but there's like a lot more fluffiness, but at the same time it's still really rich from the Choco Musk perfume. And I don't know, y'all, they just come together so beautifully. I do get a lot of musk in here as well, so somehow it just makes it more of, even though it's like a gourmand scent, it makes it more wearable, because it still has that little bit of musk to make this a wearable type of scent that's not just foodie. So I don't know, y'all, this is one of those combos that literally I can only describe it with 2 words. That is chocolate cake. It just smells so good together, you guys. Like, this right here gives this that light, airy, whipped fluffiness, but at the same time, this gives this a little bit more richness, and they just come together beautifully, y'all. So that is Choco Musk with Frosted Vanilla from Bath & Body Works. Not gonna lie, I say this in every single one of my videos, so if you're tired of hearing it, I'm so sorry, but in every single video, there's gonna be somebody new. So as a bartender, I love and appreciate any type of boozy type of scents. So it's no surprise that Sweet Whiskey is literally one of my favorite returning Bath & Body Works scents. The notes for Sweet Whiskey this year are golden amber, vanilla infused whiskey, and sweet red berries. And as I have said before, this is a different formulation of sweet whiskey, but I do still really like it because I feel like it's a little bit more balanced. The whiskey is not as sharp as it has been in previous formulations of it. And the sweet red berries in here really does bring out a sweetness about it, but it's still overall just a very boozy scent. So I immediately was like, what cheap, affordable perfume can I pair with this that will bring out more of that sweetness, more of the berries in here? Because there are a bunch of other like boozy type of perfumes I could have paired with this, but I didn't want it to overpower this scent, and I didn't want it to make this scent be any more like polarizing. So I really wanted to pair it with something sweet, and I was just like, I want to go for like a bourbon soaked cherry vibe. Like if you guys are familiar with Woodford cherries, or if you guys drink old fashioned, any type of cocktail like a Manhattan or anything like that that comes with a bourbon soaked cherry, that is the vibe that I wanted to go for. So of course I decided to pair it with Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber. And the notes in Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber are top notes of sour cherry and pink freesia, middle notes of cherry blossom and praline, and base notes of red amber and cedar. Now, this perfume itself is another cheap perfume that has been compared to Baccarat Rouge 540. These two together literally gives me a Woodford cherry, a bourbon, boozy, soaked, sweet cherry. Those rich, decadent cherries, like y'all, and I just love those cherries to begin with. Like I literally, when I'm at work sometimes, I can just eat those cherries by itself. Like they're super, super full of sugar, so I don't recommend you do that. But they are just so good. They just smell so rich and delicious and juicy and just yummy. And so when I paired these two together, I just immediately just felt like I was eating one of those. But I personally, again, this is another perfume I would not say is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540, especially with that cherry note. You do kind of lose the cherry note in here in the dry down. So that's the only drawback. This is definitely a perfume you will have to reapply if you want to consistently smell that cherry note in here. But either way, this combo together, it just works so beautifully. So I did not mind reapplying this throughout the day, you guys. Like I was smelling good, I was getting compliments, and I just really felt this is another combo that's going to do really, really well in the winter as well. But I just feel like it was a nice balance of that booziness and that fruitiness from the cherry. And of course, another really, really great combo with sweet whiskey, if you want that same type of vibe, of course, would be like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry or Kayali's Burning Cherry. But I really wanted this video, of course, to be all affordable options. So yes, this you can literally pick up at Burlington right now. I think they're like $9 or $10. I don't know. I've had this one for a little while, so I'm gonna assume that it's still in the stores. Like I feel like this is one of those ones that Burlington usually stocks pretty consistently. So yeah, but if not, I mean, you can probably find this on FragranceNet. You can probably find it on Amazon. It won't be as cheap as if you were to find it at Burlington. But yeah, I feel like in the dry down, it smells similar to Baccarat Rouge because it has kind of that molecular, like ozonic type of smell. But yeah, like once the cherry kind of fizzles out in here, I can see why people would compare it to Baccarat. But I do still feel like this is like a different scent, kind of a mixture between a Tom Ford Lost Cherry, Baccarat, like, you know, kind of in the realm of that. Like if those two like had a baby, maybe, I don't know. I still don't feel like this is like a dupe of either of those or those two combined. But just to kind of give you guys an idea of what this smells like, I would kind of compare it to those two perfumes. So yeah, that is Banana Republic's Dark Cherry Amber and Sweet Whiskey. Okay, you guys, so this combo I was super excited to do, and that is no other than Strawberry Pound Cake, girl. So as I have said in previous videos before, I literally say in every single video that I'm talking about this, Strawberry Pound Cake smells the bomb this year. And if you guys can't see, I've already put a very significant dent in this little mini. I'm gonna try to go ahead and use this up for my next empties video. But yeah, girl, I am just in love with this scent this year. It just smells so much better than it has in years past. I feel like it's a lot more rich. The notes are a lot more distinguishable amongst each other in strawberry pound cake this year. So yeah, girl. So I really wanted to pair this with something that was not going to completely like overshadow the strawberries and things, but also give this a whole different like dynamic. And that's what I like to do when I'm doing layering combos, you guys. Like, of course it's good to, you know, intensify a scent and find something that already smells like it, and, you know, basically pair a fine fragrance mist with the perfume that it's a dupe of. Like, that is also a great option if you just love the scent. But I also feel like the point of layering is to create scents that are different so that you don't smell like someone else that has the same perfume and fine fragrance mist as you. So that is why I wanted to pair something completely different with this, with a perfume that I've had in my collection that I've literally put all of my friends and family onto because I love it so much, but I just have not been wearing it since I've really gotten it, and that is Rose Gourmand by Zara. So if you guys do not follow pretty much any Zara dupe video, you pretty much will know this is a dupe for Roses Vanille by Mancera, which is another really great niche perfume. So if you have that, you could absolutely 100% substitute that. But this is available at Zara right now, and honestly, I feel like it performs just as good, if not, well, I won't say better, because Mancera perfumes, y'all, be lasting for days sometimes. But I do feel like this gives you a good 8 hours of wear without having to reapply, and it really does perform like a niche perfume in my opinion. And this is, of course, is an eau de parfum, and this is a pretty huge bottle, you guys. I think these at Zara are like $30, $40, somewhere around there. So super affordable, and it literally smells just like Mancera's Roses Vanille to me. Like, I literally cannot smell the difference. So yeah, I paired this with strawberry pound cake, girl, and literally the smell, if you've ever smelled pink petal tea cake candle from Bath and Body Works, literally what it smells like, because people have always said and requested that Bath and Body Works make pink petal tea cake into a body care, and I 100% agree. That is a floral scent that I would not mind wearing, because Roses Vanille and Rose Gourmand from Zara are floral perfumes that I actually enjoy. Like, the rose is not cloying, it is a sweet candied type of rose with that vanilla. It's very creamy and it's very pretty, and it will get you a lot of compliments, you guys. Like, you literally will smell like money. It's not offensive. It's just a very pretty scent. So those two together, oh my god, y'all, this is literally one of my favorite combos, because I've already been loving strawberry pound cake so much, but paired with Rose Gourmand, girl, it literally smells like pink petal tea cake candle, like the body care version of pink petal tea cake candle. It smells rich. It is just juicy and fruity, and oh my god, it just smells so good. Like the pound cake and the whipped cream that's in strawberry pound cake. I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't even tell you guys the notes that are in Rose Gourmand. So the notes in strawberry pound cake, which I feel like everybody already knows, but the notes in strawberry pound cake are fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. And the notes in sorry y'all, I'm on my laptop. The notes in Rose Gourmand are top notes of rose, base, middle notes of amber, and base notes of vanilla. So I will say, you guys, while this is a rose perfume, I feel like after about 30 minutes to an hour, the sharpness, and it's not even a super sharp rose to begin with, but the sharpness of that rose really does die down, and it turns into a very ambery, vanilla, just rich smelling perfume. You really do not smell the rose a whole lot. Oh my god, y'all, this combo is so good. I can't even say this is my favorite because I love all these combos so much, but y'all, this is definitely one that when I sprayed it on myself, I could not stop smelling myself. But of course, I felt that way about all of these. But girl, oh my god, girl, please, girl, please, okay? Just go to Zara, pick this up. If you don't already have this, or you don't have Roses Vanille or any type of vanilla rose perfume, girl, please, just please, like, it's just so good. It's so good, and you will get so many compliments, like, oh my god, literally, just do it, okay? Okay, girl, we are halfway through. Did you get you a snack? You got you some wine? Okay, we halfway through, girl. We got 4 left. Let's go. Okay, you guys. So if you have been following me, or if you are new here, I pretty much have been talking about this, and this is Cozy Cinnamon and Sandalwood. This is Bath & Body Works' newest aromatherapy scent. And when I first hauled this, I literally fell in love with it. I really feel like it is, you know, comparable to niche perfumes. I've said this before. I feel like it reminds me a lot of Philosophy's Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere, where it's got that sweet, woody, spicy vibe, but it also reminds me a little bit of Kayali's Vanilla 28 because I feel like there's a little bit of vanilla in here. I've also heard this being compared to MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold, which I do feel like it is very similar to that as well. And this just smells like a lot of very high-end perfumes to me, you guys. So I really did want to do something different and layer this with something that I felt like was going to bring a different element to it, because while I do really like this, I do feel like it needs a little something extra. And you know, I just felt like I wanted it to smell a little bit more perfumey and have just a little bit more of something kind of anchoring the scent down, because it's a super cozy scent. It's a super cozy scent. It's not like super projecting or anything, but it does smell really good, really comforting. So I paired it with Gourmand Beauty's Paradise Tropique Eau de Parfum. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I talk about this brand quite a bit. I have quite a few of their perfumes. This one is a little bit newer to the lineup. I want to say this came out maybe 5 or 6 months ago when they came out with the banana one and the bubblegum one. But oh my God, y'all. The notes in Cozy are literally cinnamon and sandalwood. Literally, that's it. But however they formulated in here, I really feel like there's some vanilla in here that balances it out so it's not super sharp. I just love it, girl. I just love it. And I feel like paired with the Paradise Tropique. So the notes in the Paradise Tropique are blood orange, muguet, tiare flower, and creamy sandalwood. So this has sandalwood in it as well, girl. I don't know. I can't even, this is one of those y'all. This is one of those combos, y'all. I cannot explain to y'all how exactly it smells, but something about the sandalwood and the blood orange combo in here mixed with the cinnamon and sandalwood in here makes this literally a perfect like, fruity fall scent. Like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. It just smells amazing. It's like a woody blood orange, like, and if you are not familiar with how blood orange typically smells, it's more of a almost spicy type of orange. Like, it's just a lot more rich than a typical regular orange is. So mix that with the sandalwood, mix that with the cinnamon, it just comes together so good, girl. And this perfume has some really good longevity. Like, for this to be an $18 perfume, you can literally pick this up at Urban Outfitters right now. But for this to be $18 perfume, y'all, this gives me at least 4 to 5 hours of wear just on my skin, not layered. Like, literally, like, it could probably last longer than that if I layered it really well. But girl, this combo, it's just so good. It's just so freaking good. This is another one that got me so many compliments, and it was just like a warm hug. But at the same time, it was like when I added this in there with those fruits, that tiare flower, girl, I don't know. It's like there's a little slight type of tropical vibe to it from the tiare flower, but for the most part, I literally smell blood orange and sandalwood. Mix that with cinnamon and sandalwood, girl, it's just the bomb. It's just the bomb. Sorry, y'all, I had to apply it. This is obviously one of my favorite combos. Like, I know I love all of them, but this is literally one of my favorites. It's just so, it's so good. You're literally gonna want to give yourself a hug, girl. Like, that's how I feel. Okay, you guys, so this next combo is with none other than the super popular Fall in Bloom. I have talked about her in so many videos so far, and this has truly become a go-to staple fall scent for me lately. I feel like it has that perfect balance of fruitiness as well as a nice little amount of florals, and overall it's just a very perfect transitional scent. And of course, I have told you guys before, I feel like this is a dupe for Burberry Her Eau de Toilette. If you want me to go more in detail about it, please check out my previous videos. I've talked about this in literally at least 3 or 4 of my most recent videos, but I decided to, sorry, let me tell you guys the notes. The notes in Fall in Bloom are Juicy Plum, Wild Blooms, and Velvet Moss. So while of course I could pair it with Burberry Her Eau de Toilette, number one, this is an affordable perfume video. And number two, again, I've told you guys before, when I do my layering combos, I prefer to pair scents with things that are opposite of the scent or things that are going to bring out something that's in the scent that I can't really smell a lot of. I wanted to create a completely different scent. I paired it with a perfume that I do not show enough love to. That is Britney Spears Electric Fantasy. So if you are a fantasy lover, fantasy collector, this is a fantasy flanker that I don't really feel like gets talked about a lot on here, but it's my personal favorite of the flankers. I do want to smell the newest. I think it's Naked Fantasy. It's the one that's in like the peach colored bottle. I don't know that it's gone live yet, but I do really, really want to try that one. But this particular one is my favorite because I feel like it's the most different of all of the fantasies, where it still has a little twinge of that like original fantasy DNA. But this one, the notes are top notes of passion fruit and pink pepper, which if you guys are not familiar, I love pink pepper in scents, especially for fall transitional scents, because I just feel like it adds a little bit of a spicy sweetness and it just kind of adds a more mature factor to some fragrances. So yes, top notes of passion fruit and pink pepper, middle notes of heliotrope and jasmine, and base notes of benzoin and ambroxan. So the ambroxan and the benzoin in the base and the dry down definitely gives this that same molecular ozonic type of vibe that is in Burberry Her and in, you know, Baccarat Rouge 540. And that's why I feel like it paired perfectly with Fall in Bloom, because the passion fruit and the pink pepper in here gives us somewhat of a tropical vibe, but at the same time, the plum that's in Fall in Bloom keeps this to be more of a transitional fall scent where it has some depth to it. It still has some richness to it. The moss that's in Fall in Bloom mixed with the jasmine and the heliotrope that's in Britney Spears Fantasy. This really is just a very odd and peculiar mashup that works super, super well. And this, I'm pretty sure you can get this from Amazon. I've occasionally seen this in Burlington. I don't know if I'm thinking of the original Fantasy or Electric Fantasy, but either or, this is still a flanker of Fantasy that is available right now that you can pick up. So I definitely recommend you guys trying this one out, because this one is definitely like Fantasy, like the modern version of Fantasy. Like, you know how so many perfumes right now are trying to capture that Baccarat Rouge 540 type of vibe? I feel like this does that in a way where it's not trying to smell like Baccarat Rouge, but it is its own perfume that is inspired by Baccarat Rouge. It's got that tropical fruitiness, and you don't really see a lot of perfumes that have passion fruit in it. So that is already just a very different, rich, juicy type of note that you don't see in a lot of perfumes that I really appreciate. But the fact that it is mixed with pink pepper, which is one of my favorite notes, and then it's got that jasmine and heliotrope in the middle note, so it just gives it that richness, that seductive type of vibe, mixed with the benzoin and the ambroxan in the base. It just smells really good. This is a combo that makes you smell really rich. This will be perfect for like a date night type of scent. And it just is something that is going to make you smell like nobody else, girl. So yeah, that is Britney Spears Electric Fantasy with Fall in Bloom, girl. Okay, y'all. So the fine fragrance mist for this combo is going to be none other than Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. You guys have literally been asking me like consistently what I've been layering with this. And this was honestly really easy for me to layer with, because I feel like it just goes perfectly with so many things. But I did find something that I feel like layers literally amazingly with it, girl. And it's actually a triple threat kind of layering, y'all. So are y'all ready? Of course, moisturize, put on your Pumpkin Pecan Waffles body lotion, body cream, girl. Shower with your Pumpkin Pecan Waffles shower gel, whatever you gotta do, girl. But once you are all moisturized, put on the Nemat Vanilla Musk. I have talked about this in an Ulta haul before, but if any of you are living under a rock or you just have not seen this, This went viral on TikTok at one point, which I personally don't have a TikTok, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this and saying that it went viral on TikTok. But this is literally a perfume fragrance oil, and it literally smells like a vanilla cake. It literally smells like a rich vanilla cake. This is one of those perfume oils. While small, it is mighty. I literally can put a drop or two of this on my wrist and be projecting. Like, I'm talking about, I went to work one day, I wore no perfume, no lotion, no anything. Well, I did have lotion on, but it was like an unscented lotion. And I just put these on. When I tell y'all, I was serving drinks and people kept telling me how amazing I smelled. So that in itself, it needs nothing else but layered with pumpkin pecan waffles with Eilish perfume on top, y'all. This freaking triple threat combo, it's gonna get you a man, honey. Okay, you are literally going to be turning heads. People are going to be looking around trying to figure out where the smell is coming from, because you are going to be smelling so good. And there's so many rich vanilla layers here. Girl, you are literally going to be smelling bomb. Okay, the notes, if you are not familiar with Billie Eilish perfume, which it has come out, I want to say it came out this past winter. It's been out for a little while, you guys. You can literally pick it up at Ulta. It is an Ulta exclusive, I'm pretty sure. The top notes are sugar, red berries, and mandarin orange. Middle notes of vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, and rose. And base notes of talc bean, amber, musk, and woody notes. So y'all, a little fun fact about this, I actually did not really like this. Like, when I went and tested this out at Ulta when it first came out, I was like, it had like a weird, like, to me, on my skin, it smelled like almost weirdly like metallic and like medicinal for like the first 20 minutes, and I literally wanted to scrub it off my skin. But I'm so glad that I gave it a chance, because within that first 30-minute to an hour window, it really dried down to a super, like, I'm not gonna say overly sweet, but it almost had like that vanilla extract type of vibe, where it was like sweet vanilla, but there was also like a spice, a little kick to it. And there's also a little bit of woodiness in here. So I feel like once it dries down, this is where this perfume really, really shines, because the first 15-20 minutes, it's kind of like, I don't really like it, y'all. Like, I literally, when I put this on, I have to wait a few minutes before I apply anything else, because I really prefer this in the dry down. But I am okay pushing through the first 15-20 minutes of it, because I feel like the dry down of this is just so worth it. And when you pair it with pumpkin pecan waffles and the Namat vanilla musk, you literally are smelling like a pumpkin pecan slice of cake, slice of bread, like a pumpkin pecan loaf. Girl, I don't know. Oh my God, it's literally one of the most intoxicating, tantalizing, bakery gourmand type of man killer, man eater type of scents. You are going to be smelling buttery and sweet and rich and decadent and mapley, and oh my God, girl, it's just so many different layers. And I usually, what I do, you guys, is, again, I'll do this and I'll hit my pulse points with the oils, right? I'll go in and just douse myself down with the pumpkin pecan waffles fine fragrance mist and spray my clothes as well. And then I will go on top of my pulse points where I applied this oil with the Billie Eilish perfume, and also spray my clothes with it. Girl, listen, tread lightly with this one, okay? Tread lightly, because this is a beast, okay? This is a beast mode combo, and you got to be real careful with where you're going with this, okay? Like, this is one of those I'm out on a mission type of combos, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, girl, that is Eilish perfume and pumpkin pecan waffles mixed with the Namat vanilla musk perfume oil. This last combo is actually a little bittersweet, because one of these scents in here I completely overlooked until you guys kept telling me to try it, which, if you are new here, I talk on my channel all the time about how I love boozy scents as well as coffee scents. I love coffee scented candles, coffee scented body care, and you guys pretty much told me that I needed to try one of these items that I am about to talk about. The fine fragrance mist combo that we will be talking about is white pumpkin and chai. So you guys, the notes in white pumpkin and chai are cinnamon, cider, spiced pumpkin, and vanilla glaze. And honestly, y'all, the formulation of this, while it smells amazing, it's literally that vanillic cidery type of smell. I feel like it's so faint this year, so I did have some trouble layering this one just because I feel like whatever I layered with it overpowered the scent completely and I really could not smell it. So I came up with a perfect combo that just kind of helps this have a little bit more depth, but also does not completely make me lose the scent altogether. So I decided to pair it with Bath & Body Works Coffee and Whiskey from the men's line. So this is what you guys told me to try, and I finally gave it a try, you guys. I had a free reward, so I picked this up, and I was like, let me pick up the body cream first, since the body creams be so doused down this year. The first thing that I smelled in this where I decided I did not want it was, I believe, the cologne. I think I sprayed it on a tester strip and I wasn't into it. So I did pick up the lotion, and when I put the lotion on, I was pleasantly surprised because it did have a very soft, like coffee bean smell, but there was also a creaminess to it. Like, it really reminded me of an Irish whiskey, like an Irish coffee, sorry. So if you guys have never had an Irish coffee, basically it is a coffee cocktail with Irish whiskey in it, and that is what this smells like to me, you guys. Like, there's a little bit of a boozy aspect to it, but for the most part it really just smells like a boozy coffee type of smell, and reminded me a lot of the chocolate espresso martini candle that I am totally in love with right now. So I found that when I put this on as my base, right, the coffee and whiskey lotion mixed with white pumpkin and chive, topped off with the Midnight Amber Glow perfume, girl, all three of these together, y'all already know. The Midnight Amber Glow, she's bae. I love her. She literally is one of my favorites right now. The notes in this, I believe, are amber, caramel, and I can't remember, but yeah, girl, this is literally another coffee caramelly type of scent mixed with that amber. And then of course we have white pumpkin and chive, which gives that vanilla creamy milkiness in a way, almost mixed with coffee and whiskey. Girl, this literally, you are going to smell like an Irish cream coffee, like an Irish cream whiskey cocktail, girl. Like, that's literally what these three combine. And the Midnight Amber Glow adds that touch of like femininity to it, to where this combo I feel like could still be unisex, but I feel like Midnight Amber Glow adds that little bit of a feminine vibe to it because of the amber in here. And y'all, this triple threat combo is just one of my favorites right now. I wear this to bed. I've worn this to bed 2 or 3 times. I've worn this out a few times. Like, this is literally one of my go-tos, and I'm almost done. Y'all really can't tell, but I'm almost done with this. So I do need to go pick up a few more of these because we have not seen a full-size perfume of Midnight Amber Glow yet. But girl, I need to have some backups of her, okay? Just in case we don't see one come out, I just need to have a few of these because I'm literally almost done with this little pen. So yeah. All right, you guys, that is it for this layering combo. I feel like every layering video I do, I feel like is my favorite, and then I do another one and I'm like, okay, this one's my favorite. But no, I really do feel like this one was my favorite. These combos have been some combos that I have been literally wearing every single day for the past couple of weeks, and I am just super into them right now. I hope that you guys see something in here that you want to try with some items that you already have in your collections. Or if this inspires you guys to go pick up some new items in your collection, let me know that too. Let me know in the comments below what your faves are, what you're loving, what you might have tried and you didn't like, girl. Just let me know because I love to talk to you in the comments. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.